Still got my beer. Hold on, that was
okay. Yeah. You have to prepare the throat.
You gotta prepare the throat. If it's gonna be down in the gut, it's gotta be up. It's in the diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
What? Hell yeah. What?
That was an old man. Sorry.
What? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've listened to enough Stone Cold Steve Austin promos to give you a halfway decent impression of him. And what I can tell you is two things. Number one, this is the best podcast in the business. And number two, we're going to drink these beers. And then we're going to have tequila, whiskey, another tequila, another whiskey, and then another beer. Now, are you ready to have a good time? I said, are you ready to have a good time?
I'll bring it to the audience. Hell yeah!
Well, then, by God, let's have ourselves a good time. This is episode 316 of the One Beer In podcast. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 316 of the One Beer In podcast, the podcast where two brews crack open a brew and see where that one brew takes us. My name is Marco Dupa, and that guy right there is Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
What's up, you jabronis?
Let's get into it. It's decent, right?
It's not bad. I was kind of getting worried about how long this was going to go on. We didn't establish my character at all, so I didn't know how to play off of that exactly.
I know. I'm sorry. We should have
we
should have put together a whole thing.
It's okay. It's all right.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, Stone Cold.
Oh,
wow.
Yes, this is the One Beer In podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. That was a very impromptu intro, and so obviously we didn't get to talk about what we're having tonight. So, right. Obi, please tell the people what we're drinking.
This is the Sideward Brewing American Great Lager. It's an American lager. It doesn't have a cold read on it, but I looked it up on their Instagram. It goes as follows. This is the grit. The return of our staff favorite American contemporary lager made with bloody butcher corn and Cascade hops. It's at 4.7%. And also, because we're in the American spirit here, we have a nice American bourbon here for you as well.
That's right.
That
is good.
And that makes for a nice little Boilermaker.
Right on. So shout out to Sideward. Excellent brewing company. We're big fans, obviously, on the show. We've had a ton of their stuff.
Yep.
Glad they have a lager, or another lager, I guess I should say. Or Punks is a Pils, right?
Punks is a Pils, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's a Pils.
Yeah.
Either way, they have a really dope merch thing that they did with this and the Dive Bomb, and there's another one that they released. I don't remember.
Punks is a lager, actually, so yeah.
Well, lager Pilsner, right? Go back to that.
Pale.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That was mostly the Bud Light, I'm going to be honest with you. that one.
Yeah, the hand plant.
Hand plant.
I was able to go out there last weekend and had a little sample of that guy, and it's really good.
Nice.
Especially for a lighter IPA. So if you're in the area, if they still have it, check out the hand plant.
And, I mean, go get some of their merch. They've got dope-ass merch.
Yeah, cool art.
Yeah.
Very cool art.
So, this is episode 316. We had to skip last week. My fault. Actually, Lottie's fault. I blame my sister.
Always.
She is the bringer of the plague.
Yeah.
Twice now. She is responsible for bringing down the entire Dupa household.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm being honest, it's not her fault.
You were licking some doorknobs, weren't you?
I mean, they just taste so good.
Yeah. It's like copper.
Salty.
Yeah.
And
Stinky.
And I just realized that like it is her fault for sure. But at the same time, you are responsible for your own body, right?
Sure.
For the things that happen and for the most part. I just mean health-wise.
Well, she I don't know, to a degree, right? Because you can try to dodge the bus that's heading for you head on, but she's still driving the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sorry, Lottie.
And she could have turned the bus out of the way ever so slightly.
Taking some vitamin C. Maybe,
I mean, I tried really hard to stay healthy. You know, it just infuriates me getting sick. I mean, I know no one wants to get sick,
mm-hmm.
but when I get sick, I already have bad allergies.
Yeah.
That keep me I would say I'm always at about 93%. Mm-hmm. I would never say that I'm at 100% because I'm always just slightly, even when I'm breathing, like, even when I can breathe through my nose and I'm like, today's a good day. It's still a little, like there's a little
slightly
pressure
stuffed.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'm always at about a 93%.
Uh-huh.
So then when I get sick, you
hit the negatives.
I mean, yeah. 80% of the time I'll get a sinus infection.
Mm-hmm.
It almost every time.
Yeah.
And so I don't just get a cold and then 4 or 5 days later I'm over it. No, I deal with sinus pressure and pain in my face and a sinus headache.
Is this the start of like a Mucinex ad or something? So we're rolling into.
Yeah, I mean, I deal with all these things, but now that I've discovered Mucinex, I can just breathe a little bit easier.
You can too.
With Mucinex. I wish Mucinex worked. Mucinex doesn't work for me. It doesn't help.
Oh my God.
All of the fucking the shit that you
over the counters.
Pretty much every over the counter thing just doesn't work.
Yeah. I partially think that allergy medicine in general is a sham. I don't think it's real. I think it is.
Buddy, I'm right there with you.
I think it's a placebo. I think they just fill those with sugar. And they say, good luck. Feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Because the past...
Big allergy medicine.
Yeah. They just sit there with a little bit of, like, sugar.
Yeah.
And sprinkle it into a packet and go, okay, ship it off. Good
they
luck.
It's just saline solution in their nasal sprays.
Yeah.
It's
nothing
else.
It's nothing.
Hey, man, you're preaching to the choir.
It does nothing.
I feel like it's bullshit.
Yeah. Because I will tell you what. I had been taking Claritin. I'm going to call you out, Claritin.
Oh, you ready for this call out, Claritin?
I had been taking Claritin for the past, 2 weeks. Steady.
Adam 316 says, I just whipped your ass.
Allergies whipped my ass. Just this week, I came down with not even the snifflies. It was a case above the snifflies.
Ooh.
Where it was up in here.
Oh, yeah.
It's not moving. It's just stuck up there,
Yeah.
and you start to feel it here too in your cheeks.
Yeah,
the forehead and the cheek thing, and
yeah.
you're not even like drizzly in the nose. It's just
pressure,
all just in there.
It's just locked in.
And you know what Claritin did?
Nothing. Fuck all.
Nothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? They charge an arm and a gosh darn leg for all the allergy medicine,
do.
And it's insane.
It's so expensive.
And I'm frankly over it.
Yeah. Fucking sick of it. Let's just drink more beer.
Okay.
You know?
That'll help.
Maybe we can't breathe, but
we can drink.
Yeah. We don't have to. You don't have to breathe the drink.
Let's get that on a shirt.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, we should say the reason why we have this American theme is that it will be around the 4th of July by the time a lot of these people are listening.
Yeah. Yeah. Either the 4th of July, the day of, or around, like the next day or
the
whatever.
weekend of.
Yes, yes.
if all goes as planned.
It's weird that all of this has kind of landed around the same time.
Yeah.
So, 4th of July festivities, man.
Yeah, are we back? Are we doing the 4th things now?
It seems like we're pretty much back.
Yeah.
Baby.
In Florida especially.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
I think they're doing all the big fireworks shows.
I mean, I think mostly what we're seeing is events are back on with people saying socially distance if you can.
Yeah, wear a mask if it makes you comfortable.
Yeah, but for the most part, people are just like, that COVID shit, that's back there, son. I'm vaxxed. I'm ready to fuck.
That reminds me, did you see that California is not allowing people to come to Florida?
They're not allowed.
No.
That's amazing.
We're like the dirty kid in
God.
class.
I love that so much.
You can't come over to Florida.
That is
sorry.
amazing. You're not going to Florida's house. You're not going to Florida's house.
They
You know
have
what?
roaches.
Roaches? Their kid is dirty, okay? And we raised you better than that. You're not going to Florida's house. You can hang out with Florida all you want, but you're not sleeping over there.
No.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I love that. Well, we deserve it.
We do. Yeah, that's true.
You know?
We definitely earned it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like pretty much everything is back on. So, 4th of July festivities. What are you doing?
I don't know. I mean, I hadn't really planned on much because it's hard to plan nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know about you, but I still feel this, like, this weird, like, twilight zone of where we're at with being able to plan stuff and hang out with friends and doing things. Like, I'm so used to not being able to that I'm still kind of stuck in that mindset, you know?
I think for me, I do things and then feel a slight tinge of guilt anytime I do anything.
Yeah.
But then I have to tell myself, like, well, I mean, you're doing what you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just stay in the house?
Yeah.
And never leave? I got vaccinated. I wear masks in crowded areas.
Yeah.
I try to stay socially distanced even when it's like crowded. I still try to keep it at least.
Yeah.
Like, what else am I supposed to do?
I think for me, it's less of a thing of guilt. I mean, I still feel a bit of anxiety because I'm an anxious person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of a thing of, like, I just feel like I haven't, like, socially recuperated yet.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I haven't hung out with a group of friends in a very long time.
I mean, the only way to do it is to do it, though.
I know. But I'm saying I'm still in that weird Twilight Zone area of, like, is it okay to, like, make a plan?
Yeah.
Can I invite people over now? Can we do a barbecue? Like, is that okay now?
Yeah.
And I mean, you're right. It's that's not going to change until it happens. So,
Yep.
But all that to say, this 4th, I mean, I'm probably just going to spend with my family.
Yeah.
Just do some grilling, chilling. Maybe
Grilling and chilling.
Maybe bring some light beers over to my parents' house because they have a completely dry household, basically.
Blech.
My dad has one sip of, like, a rum, and it's game over.
He's out.
That's it. Or he'll have a strong beer like a Yingling.
Yeah.
And when he's feeling really frisky.
Strong beer like a Yingling.
Yeah. So I may bring a little bit of fun to the party this time.
That's what's up.
To get us to loosen up a little bit.
Nice.
But yeah. I mean, they have a grill, so bring some meats and chill out. Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about this, actually. We have a big thing in Orlando, the Red Hot and Boom.
I forgot all about Red Hot and Boom.
Yeah. So it's a gigantic fireworks show, like the biggest one in the area.
Are they doing it?
They're doing it, yeah.
Oh.
From best of my knowledge, they're still doing it, but it's like infamously crowded. Like, it is always like shoulder to shoulder.
That's where we saw that. Wait, were you there? We saw that band Neon Trees because they're from around here. The band is like I want some more.
You're getting us demonetized. Stop.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
Sorry.
accurate.
Yikes. I know. I mean, it's spot on, right? It sounded just like them.
Mm-hmm.
And they performed there. That was the first time I'd seen that band live. I mean, I wouldn't voluntarily go fucking see that band.
No
disrespect.
No disrespect. I don't think I was there.
I don't think you were there. I don't think you were there.
No. I've only been to it, I think, 2 or 3 times in my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's just Dog, even before COVID was a twinkle in the eye of society, fucking going to that sucked.
It's too much.
It's
too
a
much.
lot.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna say is I've kind of grown out of that. I don't really feel the need to like go to that gigantic thing. It's always been fun to like just buy your own little fireworks and blow stuff up if you're so inclined.
Hey, I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm over fireworks.
Okay.
I'm just over them.
Way to kill it.
Listen, it's if I was with somebody and we went and watched fireworks, it's a cute romantic thing. That's fine. I'm not. I'm single and miserable.
Okay.
Fireworks are just fucking. They're just. I'm over it. I'm over it. They freak out the dogs, and like they just last for too long. People shoot them off on the 3rd, and then they keep firing them off until the 7th.
I
and
will
you're just
say,
like, it's done. I'm done with it.
My fuse is very short. For how long you get away with doing the fireworks?
Way too long.
Way too long.
People get away with it way too long.
Look, I understand you have leftovers the next day, maybe even the day after that. Beyond that, stop it.
I don't know how anybody has any leftover fireworks. I buy all the fireworks and then we light them that day. Yeah. That's it. You exhaust everything.
Why wait?
Why wait?
Yeah.
What are you waiting on? Why are you still firing them off 4 days later?
They're waiting on it to be a Sunday night at about 12:45 to let it off.
Yep.
Right at that little moment as you're drifting off into sleep. And then you hear the
just to fuck your night up.
Yep.
You know what? Only shitty people hold on to fireworks days after the 4th and light them. Only shit. I'm just saying this. There's no way you're a decent human being and you have leftover fireworks and you're like, you know what? It's 3 days later. Let me get rid of this. Let me fire this off while people are like on their way to work and shit.
I don't ordinarily like to generalize, but I think you're right on that one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I love to generalize. Fuck
too much. It's too much.
It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much.
Have your fun. Get it over with.
Get it over with. You have a full day. And I'll even give you the 3rd. I'll even give you excuse me. I'll even give you the day before. You can start firing them off. Maybe you bought too much. Maybe you're like, shit, we got to get rid of some of this stuff before the day of. But here's the thing. Even to me, I don't know how you could have too much fireworks, right?
Yeah.
Because on the 4th, if you've purchased any amount of fireworks, light everything you have. You can't have too much. Just keep lighting it until you're out.
It's not like your firework lasts 30 minutes.
Right.
Like it's literally
it's over.
It's no more than like 10 seconds from lighting it to it exploding.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
There's no reason.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them. Even if you have a fucking army surplus. Like you said, they last 10 seconds, maybe. That's going to take you half an hour. Get rid of them. There's no reason to have extra fireworks left over.
It's these Sid sons of bitches.
Yeah.
They hold on to them. Mm-hmm. I guarantee it. They hoard fireworks.
Yeah.
Just to annoy people later on.
Just to fuck with people. Yeah. That's all it's about. So we're definitely in the cheery spirit of
yes.
of 4th of July. It's just such a I don't know. It's one of those excuse to just do stupid shit like that.
Sure.
Kind of holidays.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad at. I love barbecue. I love barbecuing.
Sure.
And the fireworks, I like the display. I'll backtrack. I am over it.
Yeah.
But I would be lying if I said, I don't want to see them ever again. Like, they're coming up. Like, I would say, I guess for me personally, I don't need to drive all the way out to the coast to get the good shit, quote unquote. I don't know anybody who does that. I'm just saying it's been done before. And
well, technically all fireworks are illegal. Anything that lights up, like flies up is illegal, apparently.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can have like sparklers and poppers and like that little kid bullshit.
Yeah.
But anything that like rockets off is illegal.
What's your favorite firework that's not obviously one of the big ones?
Roman candles, something special.
Roman candles always.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's like a mini bazooka, and I always appreciate it for that. I was actually like kind of scared of them when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
Like holding on to them, I always thought they were gonna like blow up in my hand.
Yeah. My cousins used to light them and have Roman candle fights.
Of course.
And just fucking aim them at each other.
Yeah. The best is when you're jousting each other, riding bikes at each other. It's like a Harry Potter fight.
You know my problem with fireworks that are like for kids is that they don't last long enough.
Yeah.
They're so short that it feels just I feel
underwhelmed. Yeah.
You get that big pack that's like vacuum sealed and you got all this stuff and you're like, oh man, we're about to fuck shit up with this, and then all it is just and you're like, what the fuck, man?
And then you get that little like turd that you light up and it goes. I do like the little spinny tops. Those are fun too.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah,
that one's fun.
I like the little tanks.
I was just about to say the tanks are dope as fuck.
The ones I've been disappointed in the past though. You need the tanks that actually move.
Yeah,
the ones that move a little bit.
Yeah,
and they fire. They shoot around. Those are good.
If I'm not mistaken, there's Wildcats that are just like they're like super loud.
Oh yeah,
crack and
yeah.
I like. They just
little bottle rockets.
Bottle rockets. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with those. Sparklers. Sparklers have to be the most overrated firework. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get them.
I have to respectfully disagree, but only with the colorful ones. The ones that are like wrapped in paper and foil, like the fancy ass ones, not the little like metal ones. Those are whatever, but the ones that are wrapped up and like have the different colors in them.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I fucking hate sparklers. I think they're so stupid. They're just so stupid. No, they're so stupid. They just.
You never felt like a little fairy princess? Just
yeah. When I was a kid,
it's a good time.
When I was
it's fun.
Back when I was gay.
I don't know if I was aware of that.
Yeah, it was before. I'm not gay anymore.
Okay.
That's how it works, right?
Sure, yeah. Is that what the church told you?
That's what conversion therapy told me.
Oh, okay.
We're good now.
Seems legit.
We're good.
Yeah.
Ladies. Anyway.
You start crying. Oh, it's dark. It's dark.
That was a dark one. Anyway, so 4th of July. You guys want to know how you guys spend your festivities?
Yeah.
The barbecues, the fireworks. Do you go somewhere? Do you go on like a fucking airboat? Are you local? Do you go on an airboat or do something crazy on like you get on fucking I was gonna say Lake Underhill, Lake Jessup. Mm-hmm. Go out there and have a good time. That seems like a good time. Yeah. Airboat ride out there.
Yeah. As long as you know the right people.
Yeah. You got to know boat people.
Yeah.
I don't know any boat people.
We need more boat people.
We need more boat people.
We need more boat people and more fishing people.
Oh, I got one boat friend. And he would take me out fishing.
Okay.
If I asked him.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I have a boat friend.
You got
It's not a mutual boat.
You got a boat guy.
He could be. If you wanted to do it, if you really wanted to do it, we could do it.
Is he a cool boat guy?
The coolest.
Okay.
The absolute coolest.
All right. Well, yeah, I have no apprehension then.
Yeah.
Take a little Dramamine just in case.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did I ever tell this story on the podcast when I went on his boat before?
And you just barfed everywhere?
Barfed everywhere.
Yeah. That's my fear. I haven't had any real issues with motion sickness in the past, but I'm older now, so I'm afraid.
I think you'd be all right, man.
Okay.
Because the thing is, the second, like when you're going out, you don't feel it because you're moving so fast.
Yeah.
And the boat is just hitting the waves, and you're just like, you're distracted by everything else that's going on.
It's like a bumpy car ride.
Right.
Yeah.
But once you settle and you're just doing this, then it really, like it's like the chemicals in your brain are mixing and they're not supposed to be. It's like two vials have fallen over. And they're like, that's when and it's fast. Mm-hmm. It's immediate. The second the boat stops and starts doing this, you go,
uh-oh.
I don't feel right. So
there goes the equilibrium.
I think if you don't really have issues with motion sickness, because I get motion sickness in the car. If I'm not driving, and if I'm like looking at my phone for too long, I'll start to get motion sickness.
I fortunately never had that issue.
So then I think you'd be all right. You could take Dramamine just to be
in
safe,
case, yeah.
because you can never be too safe, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's come up in my mind with that new Velocicoaster that came out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ride that so bad, but I'm also afraid that, like, because I haven't been on a roller coaster in 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was on a coaster was probably last time we were at Horror Nights with the Mummy.
Well, that was the last time.
Yeah, because I mean, I haven't really been to the parks to ride roller coasters.
Does Sherry like roller coasters?
I think, yeah.
I guess you guys haven't been to the
Exactly.
parks.
Well, that's my point. Exactly. Is like I haven't been since. So it's been a few years since I've been on a coaster, and that looks like a hell of a coaster.
Yeah.
So I'm worried that, like, as soon as I get strapped in and it just goes, I go, so yeah, I may pack a Dramamine just in case.
It'll be content for the show. That's all that matters.
That's true. Every story is content.
It's all content, baby.
That's what you have to learn, folks.
It's all content.
One quick question about 4th of July that I want to pose to you folks as well as you, because I like the idea of us pushing buttons with food.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got some thumbs down for our opinions last episode, which I just find fun. So if you guys are following us just to give us a thumbs down, I like it.
At this point, yeah.
It's a good time.
It's really.
I appreciate it, so go ahead.
Yeah.
It's fine. If you're doing a 4th of July meal and you had to pick one, is it hot dogs or hamburgers?
4th of July. 4th of July, honestly, I think I'm going hot dogs. As much as I love hamburgers, and I don't think there's much that tops a good hamburger. I think 4th of July, I got to go hot dogs.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've gotten to a point now where I really, really am over anything that's not like a high quality dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of ballparks.
What's your dog brand of choice nowadays?
I'll just go to Publix and get, like, you know, something from me, like their meats section. Not no ballpark Franks, no Oscar Mayer wieners, none of the shit that's in the hot dog section. Yeah. I'm just over all of them.
Okay.
I'm just done with them. Their texture is bad. Their flavor is like okay.
Yeah. Zero swag.
No swag.
Yeah.
Zero swag.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
You get a good like sausage.
Mm-hmm.
I know that
sausage.
It's obviously easier, especially if you're cooking for a lot of people. It's obviously easier to just get like a 24 pack and just throw them on
biggest
the grill.
pack you can.
Of course,
Get them on the grill.
No shade to the people who have to who are cooking for a bunch of people and look, we're just gonna do a bunch of dogs. It'll be a good time. Sure.
Yeah.
But if it's a handful of you, just get some Italian sausage, some kielbasa or something.
I feel like you're cheating right now.
Is that cheating?
It is cheating. I didn't say sausage. I said hot dog.
Okay.
We're talking glizzies, my friend.
Okay. If I have to choose between
now, you can choose any type of any type of hot dog, any brand, any style of hot dog, but it has to be a hot dog.
It's got to be a hot dog.
At the end of the day, can't be a sausage.
Honestly, so then with the burgers, and can I use ground beef and make homemade burgers, or do I have to use Angus pre-frozen packs?
Oh no. You can make your own burgers if you so choose. I think it would be too much to assume you have a meat grinder.
Right.
So you're not going to take Wagyu beef and grind it down, but anything you can find at most stores, I think is.
Then I'm going burgers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm switching to burgers.
Okay.
Because on the grill, but fuck, man, on the grill, I like a flat top smash burger. Yeah. On the grill, something gets lost in the translation. If you don't have a good grill guy, which, I'm a grill guy in training. I'm a grill dad in training. Yeah. Without the dad.
Grill daddy.
My dad, he is And this is no disrespect to my pops because he's an incredible cook.
Sure.
And the man cooks almost every night. So shouts out to him.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the grill, sometimes it gets a little lost in the translation. I'm just going to say that like grilling shit is a very American thing and something gets lost in the translation. And so
does he just char it?
he just lets it sit there. You know what I'm saying?
My dad does the same thing. My dad does the same thing. He'll let it turn into a hockey puck. That's where I got it from.
Right. And you don't have to do that. There is
No.
there is a way to grill meat where you get that smoke flavor. That's what you're going for when you're barbecuing something, right? But you also
A little char.
But there's still that texture. There's still it can still be cooked medium.
Yeah.
You can cook a burger medium on the grill. You do not have to just let it sit there and die.
Comes out looking like a burn victim.
Please
Kill me.
Eat me soon.
The cow has suffered enough.
So
Please.
if you got a good guy on the grill. Oh, did you see that video? It was a little TikTok of a dude. He walks out and his dad is grilling burgers on a backyard flat top,
No.
and he's singing. And he's like, "Those look good." And he's like, "Can I have a piece?"
Oh,
And
yeah,
Dad's like,
yeah.
"No."
Yeah.
When I saw that backyard flat top, I was like, life goals.
I need that.
I need that.
Yeah.
I need that immediately.
Yep.
Backyard flat top? You kidding me?
It's pretty good.
Oh man,
It's
the
pretty
things that could be done on that.
Yeah.
The food that could be made on that, baby. So, okay, let's get back to your original question. Burgers. I'm going burgers.
Okay.
What about you?
Burgers, for sure. It's just, I feel like a hot dog is almost a side dish, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's fine in numbers, but I can't say I've ever been really satisfied with a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm with you, though, as far as getting quality. I'll go with a Hebrew National.
Hebrew National. Okay.
A Nathan's, perhaps.
Is that the best one?
For me, it is. But some people like their dog a bit more girthy. I prefer the bun length and the kind of crispy texture you get with a Hebrew National.
You know what we need to do?
I'll be frank, you know?
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to have a dog
off?
a dog off.
Okay.
And just go through all of them
Yeah.
and find the best one.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Dog off.
One dog to rule them all.
Yeah. We'll figure this
We'll call
out.
it the dog fight.
The dog fight.
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
You guys don't have to worry. You don't have to eat all those hot dogs because we will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? How's your weight loss going, by the way?
Well,
We're coming down to the wire.
we are. I've been recommitting time and time again to get back to my my bike,
Yeah.
my stationary bike that
Yeah.
I spoke of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been hitting my goal of doing that at least 4 times a week.
That's good.
Yeah, I've been trying to do it every day though.
Yeah.
That's been my goal.
It's even better.
I missed yesterday and I think the day before because I wasn't feeling so good.
Yeah.
I had that congestion I was talking about. Clarendon.
Yeah, you guys heard him, right? Talked
Clarendon.
about it earlier.
Clarendon.
Clarendon. Go fuck yourself.
But besides that, I've basically been keeping up with that.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I haven't weighed in because I'm kind of doing that thing where like, you know, you're at work and you're deciding not to look at the clock
Yeah.
because you just want to get it done.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. I feel a little better, and I think that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep it up and not really worry about it.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep it up until time's over, and just try to keep myself accountable for what I'm ingesting, and making sure I'm hitting that at least half an hour quota of of either biking or doing a brisk walk.
Yeah. A brisk
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been sick the past couple of days, but that is not an excuse for not having worked out in like the past week or so. So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
The time before that.
I signed up for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Right, you mentioned that, yeah. Have you been?
No.
Oh, man.
No, I haven't done it yet.
I've been thinking about going to a boxing class because I like a I don't know, what do you call it? It's not a dojo, but like a gym, a boxing gym.
Boxing gym, yeah.
Because I've seen a few around town, and I used to have that bag in my pants, you know what I'm saying? In my garage.
Mm-hmm.
And that was always a lot of fun to me. And that was a super easy way for me to work out a ton. Was just hit the bag for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're drenched in sweat and you
it's
feel
fun.
good and
so much fun.
You get out a lot of frustration and aggression.
Yeah.
So if I could pay someone just to yell at me when I'm doing that, I mean that might be a solution.
Yeah.
So
I went to Arcade Monsters the other night, and I was with a couple of people from work,
mm-hmm.
and we did the punching machine,
of course,
again,
yeah.
Because I mean,
you gotta,
you have to.
If there's more than one male in your group, you gotta do it.
You gotta. And so that's what we did. I watched a couple of guys do it first, and I was like, oh, I can beat their numbers because I did. Did
you do the hook?
Of course.
Yeah.
My signature left hook, and the dudes that I was with, one of them, he's rock solid.
Yeah.
Big dude.
Yeah.
All arms.
Mm-hmm.
All arms and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And, he hit it a couple times. The other dude I was with, he hit it a couple times. He seems like a guy who's never thrown a punch in his whole life. No disrespect. I love you. But he seems like a guy who's never thrown a punch. And he got it. Excuse me. He got solid numbers.
Yeah.
They both got solid numbers. And then I came in and just,
mm-hmm.
and beat him. And I was just like, it's just it's a little ego stroke.
Yeah.
To have the highest number. And I credit that with
Bruce Lee.
For sure. I mean, just like having watched so much boxing, having hit the heavy bag, having been the kind of guy who critiques the way someone throws a punch, mm-hmm. even though it's been years since I've ever had to throw a punch. I mean,
right.
Mostly the punches I've thrown have been shadow boxing, but still being the guy who's like, you didn't turn your hips.
Yeah.
You got to turn your hips.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a point of pride to be able to, like, actually put that into motion.
Feels good.
It
Feels
does.
good, yeah.
Like, when I did the Muay Thai class at American Top Team, the guy was like, it's a solid punch. And I was like,
I know.
Fuck yeah, you're right. It's a solid punch. Goddamn right. You know how long I've been working on that?
You don't know what high score is? Where's the machine, guys? I gotta...
I swear to God, if you drop that machine right now, I'll probably have the highest number in this whole class.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, how did we get there?
That's a great question.
Working out.
Glizzies.
BJJ. So I haven't gone yet because I'm a pussy.
Okay.
It's partly I'm out of shape and I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be able to do like a quarter of the class. And then I'm just going to be sitting out most of the time. Even though I've lost a ton of weight, most of that weight is just the weight that shouldn't have been on my body in the first place.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm back down to like a weight that was an okay walking around weight. Still too much,
mm-hmm.
but was mostly walking around for the past like 5 or 6 years, doing fine.
Yeah.
But I was still out of shape.
Sure.
So to go back into that class, out of shape, not ready to have somebody ragdoll me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get that.
I just need to just go.
You do. It's I don't know. I think people who haven't had to lose weight or a good deal of weight in their time don't realize that there's definitely a plateau you hit.
Yeah.
Where it's like the first part of that wasn't easy, but it's still in comparison melted off.
Yeah.
And then you have to start chiseling at it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it becomes a Dark Souls game all of a sudden. You know,
yeah.
You kind of run through it and you're like, oh, that kind of sucked, but here I am and it's great. And then suddenly it's like, okay, I got to really work at this now.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine, like, it only gets harder from there.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, I think some people are driven by that challenge. And others are like me and go, I don't want to. That seems really hard.
I don't need to be challenged.
I don't got to do that.
I don't want that.
Oh boy. So yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough out there, but
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things I mean, like I'm doing right now. Like I haven't lost a ton of weight so far, but I think the main thing is consistency, like we've always said. Don't even just put your head down and do it.
Yeah.
You know? Just before you know it, if you stop overthinking everything and you just perform, you'll get there.
Yeah. And so we said August, right?
Yeah.
Did we say the end of August or the beginning of
Then we
August?
said the end.
Did we?
I think we said the end.
We'll have to go back.
We can
on
check the records, yeah.
But this is the end of June.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect time to say, all right, we're in the home stretch.
Right.
Time to, see what last little bit of weight I can eke out of this.
Yeah.
So you got a whole month.
Crunch time.
Maybe
yeah.
2 months, but I would go off of the basis that you have a month
Okay.
to really kick it into overdrive and
Yeah.
try to catch up, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I definitely do have to, because again, like I'm not using this as an excuse, but my job is me sitting down all day.
Yeah.
I don't have to, the most walking I have to do is to get more coffee.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm mostly sedentary at work for a full 8 hours a day. So that is something I have to make up for
Yes.
in my off time.
Yes. Yes.
So.
And that's what a lot of people have to deal with.
Sure.
A lot of people have those same kind of jobs, those
9 to 5 office jobs.
and you get used to just sitting on your ass all day. And that's one of the biggest killers is that's the reason one of the reasons why I gained so much weight was just the fact that it's just so easy to just sit around and not even think about it and just pack it on, man.
Yeah.
Just pack it on.
Well, and even worse than that is I feel like it sets you up for extra snacking and bad habits and
For sure.
drinking too much coffee and drinking, whatever else you like to indulge in during the day.
And when you're in office, in person,
Yeah.
somebody brings a dozen donuts
Sure.
and you're like,
Yeah.
I have one.
I earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the donut. Somebody, you have a office potluck and there's food all over the place. Or somebody is super nice and they're like, oh, guys, guess what? Karen brought cupcakes. And you're like, oh, fuck. I mean, what am I going to not eat a cup? Karen's so nice.
We're all going to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today.
Yeah, you want to get out? Yeah, let's just get out of the office. Let's get out.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time.
Right. All this bad behavior is incentivized.
Yeah.
And you are programmed to want to indulge in those things just to get that endorphin buzz.
Yeah.
At very least,
Yeah.
You're sitting there all day, you're tired, you're bored probably.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all designed to make you fat.
Yeah, it's that kind of lifestyle is just conducive to you need these reward systems put in place for you to just keep going.
Yeah, to get through your day.
And then in turn those reward systems are a detriment to you. And then you feel bad and you're like, I'll just have a donut because who gives a shit? And you have a donut and then
and you start slipping down.
it just keeps going and going.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the thing that's helped me out is just trying to find buzzes beyond eating shitty food.
Yeah.
Or
like
drinking.
Drugs.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. There's no calories in crack.
We tested.
It helps you lose weight too.
Yeah.
So do crack.
Do crack.
This is parody. Do not sue us. But yeah, no, I feel like something that's helped me out is basically trying to replace the bad habits I have as far as eating poorly or, drinking beer during the week or something like that, is to replace that with something that isn't negative inherently.
Yeah.
You know, like try to find happiness and enjoyment and just entertainment in other things, you know, like, because the way that I at least mentally break down my day is like, all right, what's for breakfast? Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, my lunch is my break from work, so I'm really looking forward to that. What am I going to have for lunch? That sounds awesome. Okay, and then my reward for getting through the rest of my day is going to be dinner.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have something awesome for dinner too. And so, like, slowly but surely, my day is only broken up by food.
Right.
And it's like, it's almost like a Pavlovian thing where your only spark of the day is food based.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to break your brain again to reform it around other things.
Yeah.
You know, so I can be like, okay, after work, I'm going to play Persona for a while. And I'm really into that right now. Or I'm going to read a book that I'm really into.
Yeah.
Or I'll listen to this record that I haven't listened to in a while. Or I'll go to the record shop and find something new. Or, you know, I don't know, get away from screens for an hour and go walk around the block. Or something.
Yeah.
Or watch a movie. Watch a new movie. A new movie that somebody's recommended to me. And I'll have some tea and chill out and, like, use that as a thing, a reward, as opposed to I'm going to get some... some fried chicken tonight to make myself feel something, you know, like...
Fried chicken sounds good.
It does sound good. But I feel like it helps me at least to try to find new things to give me those endorphins or to work as like a reward system in a way.
Yeah.
So that'd be my advice if you're looking for it.
It's good advice because, I mean, you're not the only one. That's definitely how my day used to be broken up when I was working at the office. Was just like, the only way I'm getting through this day is the breaking it up, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and knowing that those are going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way I'm getting through this. Like, the first 4 hours of my day, they're going to suck, but at least lunchtime rolls around. I'm going to go and get something nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to treat myself.
Right.
I'm going to fucking... And you know what? I'm coming back from lunch late. Every single day. I can say this now, obviously, because I don't fucking give a fuck about this job.
Yeah.
Every day I came back late from lunch. My lunches were scheduled to be 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, easily. Yeah. I never came back on time. Because
to be fair, a 30-minute lunch is bullshit.
A 30-minute lunch is the most bullshit.
Yeah.
It's such a scam for companies to be like, here's half an hour. Relax a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
If you bring your lunch, you have to warm it up. That takes about a minute to 2 minutes. Now, okay, let's go through it. Okay, let's say 30 minutes, right? You get up from your desk. You go clock out for your lunch. So now it's taking you, depending on where your punch out clock is. Like, if you're not, like, some jobs you can punch out on your computer and just dip. Some places you have to physically go to the machine and punch out, right? So let's say you have to actually go to the machine. That's about 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Go to the machine. Get to your kitchen. Get the food out of the refrigerator. Put it in the refrigerator, or put it in the microwave. Microwave it for a bit. Then you get to settle down. You can't eat the food immediately; it's scorching hot. So you got to give it at least a couple minutes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a minute or two.
Yeah.
I'll be liberal and say 30 seconds to a minute. You give it to cool off a little bit,
Sure.
and you can kind of blow on it or whatever.
Yeah.
That is at least 2 minutes to microwave, another 2 or 3 minutes just to get settled. Right? That's 5 minutes of your 30 minutes already gone.
Yeah.
So then you've got 25 minutes to eat the food. Let's say you have like a small meal. That's 5 to 10 minutes of just eating.
Yeah.
Now you've got 10 to 15 minutes left
You still got to clock back in.
to relax.
Get back to your desk.
'Cause
Log into everything.
So, and a lot of jobs, and this is another fucked up thing, a lot of jobs are like, we want you back on time and back to work at 12:30.
At that time, right.
So what that means is you don't get to finish eating at 12:30.
Right.
You have to finish at like 12:20.
You have to hit the road running
Yeah.
by 12.
You got to get back. You have to be at your
Or
desk
12:30, I should say.
working at 12:30.
Mhm.
So all of that is to say that you brought your lunch. If you didn't bring your food and you have to go and get your
Forget
food,
it. Yeah.
forget about
You
it.
have to eat literally on the way back from going to Wendy's or
Oh
whatever.
no, dude, there are so many days where I'm on the road shoving my
Scarfing.
fat fingers into a bag and just like shoving it into
Life
my
is
face.
pain.
And just
I
trying to
can't
get
taste this McChicken.
tastes like the salt from my tears. So it's a joke. It's a joke
Yeah,
to
it's
give
bullshit.
people a
It's
30-minute
bullshit.
break. It's a joke.
Yeah. Every boss who mandates a 30-minute lunch break, you should be ashamed
You should
of
be
yourself.
ashamed of yourself. So, I mean, every lunch should be 45 to an hour.
An hour. Just make it
Honestly,
an hour. Make it a clean hour.
It should just be eat, relax
Pray,
for a little bit,
love.
and then come back to work.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
Yep.
It should not be a set time limit. Obviously, you don't take advantage. And if you take advantage, you're going to have to, you're going to have a reckoning a little bit.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to come to you and be like, hey, man, 2-hour lunch is not cool.
I know I work in a creative industry and it's a little different than, most 9-to-5s, but genuinely, I feel like a situation that allows you to do basically what you want to do as long as you get the work done, it makes the most sense for everyone.
That really should be how it is.
It makes the most sense for everyone.
Get it done. As long as you get it done in a timely fashion, just do your thing.
Right.
And, we don't need to be on your back about it.
No. Why?
Why?
Because you want to have power over people?
That's all it is. It's just a power trip. That's all it is.
I don't know. It's for the birds.
So, I mean, now my eating schedule is so weird. And, I mean, I don't even have really a lunch break, but my shifts aren't really that long either. So, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different. So, everything. It's a whole different way of. It's a whole other. It's just like my entire way of thinking is flipped over and on its head now.
Yeah.
As far as when it comes to jobs.
Well, because you're now serving the 9-to-5ers.
Yes.
So you have an opposite schedule, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
miss you.
Amidst the yeah, I know. It was a lot easier. It was a lot easier as far as like free time is concerned.
Yeah.
When it was just everybody, we all work a 9 to 5.
Yeah. All of society agrees we get off at 5, right?
Right. We all, and then you have the weekends off, and then you get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now my weekends are in the middle of the week,
Right.
and I'm just sitting around like no one else is available right now.
Nobody knows.
So, anyway, if you have a job like that, try to do the things that we talked about. Try to not look at your meals as a reward for getting through that day.
Yeah.
Because
a big one.
it's a slippery slope.
For sure.
Try to stay active. Try to when you get out, use your free time wisely.
Yeah. Find joy in the little things.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest thing for me is like, I would try to overcomplicate the things that make me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need a huge meal. I don't need, something that's super unctuous and fatty or giant craft beer on a Tuesday.
Right.
I can just have a nice green tea
Yeah.
and relax. It's okay.
It's not going anywhere.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I always used to tell myself that this is the last chicken tender sub that I'm ever going to have for the rest of my life. So like to make it worth it.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't have to be that. It just doesn't have to be so finite.
Oh, no, it's fine. Like that's the thing. I think a lot of times we consume to consume really more than anything else. It's not even a thing of like really desiring that. We're desiring it because we think that's what we want when it's not really what we want.
Yeah.
I feel like this is getting very like Eastern religion.
Well,
but I think that a lot of it is us seeking a feeling or some sort of like emotional filler.
some kind of acceptance. Love, maybe?
Love,
Some kind of
possibly.
love?
The nice, warm embrace of a chicken tender sub.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you expand your mind a little bit into...
Expand your mind, bro.
Open up your mind. I think you'll find that there are other healthier options that will make you just as happy.
Yeah.
And, stop looking for that happiness in things. You can achieve that yourself.
Yeah.
I'm finding that keeping myself responsible and keeping to my workout schedule has paid off in me feeling more worth and happiness and better, just generally better about myself.
Yeah.
Not only physically but emotionally too, and just
Excellent.
I feel like that's something that it's hard getting started, but once you get the road under your feet, it's kind of autoplay. Like it goes. You just go. You just keep going.
Yeah.
That's all you got. It's as simple as doing it.
Yeah. What did they say? You have to do something for 12 days to make it a habit? Or was it 14 days? 2 weeks?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
5 hours.
Let's just say 12.
Energy drink,
Just 5-hour energy drink. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Let's say 12. Let's say 14 days. Let's say 2 weeks. Do something for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Make it a habit.
Yeah.
Work out 14 days straight.
Cocaine, 14 days straight.
14 days straight.
Yeah.
Eat a chicken tender sub 14 days straight. But don't bitch out and get a 6-inch or a 12-inch and eat the 6-inch for 2 days.
Yeah, no.
It's got to be 12 inches each day.
You have to go.
Yeah. Just. Just.
That's why you need it in sauce.
Full meal, by the way.
Ah.
Not just the sub.
Sure, you need the chips
and the drink.
Yeah. Right.
14 days in a row. If you can do that, I'll give you $1 million.
I had 15 subs in 14 days.
15 subs, 14 days. Did you see how these people posting that Venmo thing?
Yes, I have seen that Venmo post everywhere.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that people are like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's the hopefulness of the poor. I'm not mad at you. I thought about doing it for a second.
I did too. I saw it. I was like, what's the harm?
Yeah. The only reason I didn't do it was just because I didn't feel like following Venmo on Instagram.
Yeah,
That's literally the only reason. I was like, I know that half the reason they're doing this is because they want more followers on their page. So this is the way to get it. You have to follow Venmo, then you post it on your page, blah, blah, blah. And then once the thing is over, you can unfollow. Sure. Yeah. But I would forget to unfollow.
Of course. And then I feel like the vast majority of people would.
And that's what they're banking on is exactly. And they're gonna have 500,000 more followers.
Yeah.
Maybe 30,000 to 40,000 people unfollow the page after the thing is over. Now they're sitting here with 430 more thousand followers. Yeah. And I just didn't want to be one of the.
That's okay.
But I don't shame or blame you guys for thinking that Venmo is you're gonna win that contest. The other thing is I just don't win contests. I never win giveaways. I don't I'm just unlucky in that way. I've never won a giveaway, a sweepstakes, a lottery, anything. I've just never won. And I think it might have to do with just the negative energy I put into the world. So it's just coming back to me where it's like, wait, you're so negative. You don't get to you don't deserve these things.
No.
So
okay.
I stopped putting my name down on shit like that.
Speaking of negative energy, this is a new thing I'd like to start for the show, as I've said to you off mic.
I
would like to end every show with a bit of positivity.
Let's do it.
Because I feel like the audience may agree. We tend to be a little negative about things.
Mm-hmm.
The show is generally about having a good time.
Yep.
But we tend to get into a gripe corner.
That's
just who we are.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. So I'd like to end with a bit of a hopeful note, a bit of a positivity, and end with a segment of cheers for something that we appreciate for the week, or for the episode. And I'd like you to nominate what that is for this very first episode that we're doing. The cheers The cheers of the episode 4.
Just something that I'm thankful for.
Hopefully something within what we've talked about for the episode to tie it all together. Or it can be a complete random thing that you just enjoyed this week.
Oh, hey, I thought of something. Cheers to Tyler, the Creator. Because he put out Call Me When You Get Lost.
Yeah, great album.
Great album. And he pulled off what I said on Twitter. He pulled off the legendary 3-album run.
Yeah, the trifecta.
The trifecta. The holy triumvirate.
Right.
A lot of artists can't pull this off. They get the one-hit wonder on the first album.
Yeah.
They go through the sophomore slump, and then so on and so forth. Whatever, right?
They evolve for the third one. It's something totally different.
Right. Then maybe their career takes off after that third album, what have you. I would say, like, some of the artists that come to mind, Kanye, his first 3 albums are incredible.
Yep.
He's got multiple 3-album runs.
Yep.
Elvis Costello, his first 3 albums are incredible. I'd say, My Aim Is True, This Year's Model, and the third one, Armed Forces, I think is the third one. Yeah, Armed Forces. The first 2 are certified classics. They're just masterpiece albums. Led Zeppelin 1 through 3.
Sure.
Trying to think of others. There's a couple of them. Stevie did Intervisions, Songs in the Key, and before Intervisions there was I forgot the name of the album, but he has a 3-album run.
Yeah. Right
there in that middle section, like the late 70s, where he I think he won Album of the Year Grammy back to back on 2 of his albums.
Yeah.
So
Michael Jackson,
Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad. That's an incredible 3-album run. There it is.
I tried to wrap us in time. I'm sorry.
I know. You did. Well, you're gonna obviously you're gonna be watching this on YouTube and be well aware that
what the hell?
What just happened? Camera died on us again. So, but yeah. Anyway, Tyler, the Creator, right there. Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me When You Get Lost. 3 incredible albums. Music of My Mind is honestly
not a Tyler album.
Not a Tyler album. That I know everyone always says either Intervisions or Songs in the Key of Life.
Yeah.
Music of My Mind.
This was before those 2.
Stevie Wonder. Okay. Yeah. Music of My Mind, Intervisions,
yeah.
Songs in the Key of Life.
Stevie Wonder, yeah.
That might be my favorite Stevie Wonder album.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so carefree and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because Intervisions is super political. Songs in the Key of Life is where he's he's at his peak, right? He's hit the Mount Rushmore. He's
right.
He's doing everything musically where you're Stevie Wonder's the greatest.
Stevie
of all
at
time.
full power.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Music of My Mind is so weird, and he just does these. There's songs where he just rambles and he just kind of goes off on these tangents where you're like, where's this even going?
Yeah.
What's this song even about? I love Music of My Mind.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, cheers to Tyler, the Creator. I think
all right.
It's really brightened my day to have that album in my life. So,
cheers.
There you go. What do you want to cheers to?
I am so glad you asked. I'm going to give a cheers to Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh.
Obviously for all the years of entertainment he's provided, but specifically for this past week that he's been on every major podcast. I have genuinely enjoyed every interview I've heard him on so far.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the Big Picture podcast for after I finish the book, because honestly his interview on Marin kind of spoiled some stuff in the book. And I was like, oh, I don't want to know that yet.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave the Big Picture one for after I read the book. It seems like a quick read. I got the book, pre-ordered it because I wanted it.
Nice.
And I'm just really looking forward to getting that book. and having we talked off mic about his interview on Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not we'd even listen to it, because 3 hours of Rogan kind of pretending to know about cinema and all that would, whatever.
Might grate a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but I gave it a shot. And I'll tell you what, I think it's mandatory listening.
Really?
I do. They get into everything that you would hope they would. It talks a bit about, kind of getting started. All the stuff he kind of goes over with Marin too, but in greater detail.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's more time to get into it. And yeah, I mean, they kind of have a camaraderie that I enjoy, just being from kind of the same generation.
Yeah.
Talking about like Kung Fu, and he like really gets into the Bruce Lee stuff, like all of the controversy around how Bruce Lee's depicted in Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
And like he does not back down. I'll tell you that much. So I won't ruin it for listeners, but yeah, and he kind of gets into some of the Weinstein stuff too.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I feel like a lot of and talking about like his dad and stuff like that. So I feel like it's actually a really good kind of insight into the guy, who's a big old weirdo.
Yeah.
So yeah, cheers to Tarantino. I'm really excited to get into the book. It seems like a good read.
Cheers to Tarantino.
Cheers.
All right. That's a wonderful idea, Adam, and I'm glad you brought it to the table.
Thank you.
So that should be fun. We will continue that. We just got to remember to keep that segment up.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've done enough, right?
I think so.
So before we get out of here, we have to talk about these delicious brewskis that we had today from the Sideward Brewing Company. It's the Grit, an American lager. Obi gave you the cold read and what it's all about. The only thing left is how we feel about it. So Obi, please, what'd you think of this brewski?
I really, really like it. I was surprised about how much flavor is in that guy. I wasn't expecting much, because obviously it's a play off of the Budweiser like logo and stuff, and that kind of style of beer. But I mean, yeah, just it is kind of what it promises.
Yeah,
it's a kind of fancy, flavorful, like best version of what I would expect a Budweiser to be.
Yeah,
and I mean, I think just because it's doing what it should do. I'm not saying this is necessarily like a beer that I would pick out to have like first choice. It's not like my style of beer that I would go to immediately. But speaking of like the July 4th barbecues and hitting the beach or just having a good time like with your friends, it's sort of super easygoing beer. Mm-hmm. I think this has a really good place. I feel like it hits the nail on the head of what it's trying for, and I think that's the best thing a beer can do.
Yeah. For
all of those reasons, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Ooh, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna give it a 5 too. A 5 too. I think I have kind of reverted back to trying to find really solid pilsners and lagers, and so I especially like this because it is, like you said, very, very flavorful, more complex than it needs to be.
Yeah,
and just because it's just a really solid lager, where all these brewing companies are trying to get so weird. Excuse me.
You slowly die.
They're just trying to get so weird with all this shit, especially with IPAs. They're trying so hard.
Yeah.
Right? And this one is just a no frills, just here it is. American lager.
Yeah.
Delicious, simple.
Yeah.
But not as simple as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Yeah.
So a unanimous 5.
All right.
And that is for the Sideward Brewing Company Grit American Lager. Obi, you think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, then let's get the fuck out of here. This has been the One Beer In Podcast. For myself, Marco Dupa. For Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Happy birthday, America.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have a beautiful evening. We love you.
Ain't that America?